Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of my how to cartoon your images using Adobe Photoshop. This is the second episode in this series. If you haven't watched the first one, I'm going to link it up in the card up there, and you also find the link in the description down below. So if you've watched the first episode, let's get started and let's dive right into today's business. Okay, to add shadows to your images, to your line art in Photoshop, it gives it a more realistic look. Like, it makes it look more realistic, and it shows people who you actually working on. Like when you have a plain 2D cartoon, it might be hard for people to kind of recognize the person you're trying to cartoon, but the deeper your shadows, the more realistic your cartoon looks like. So I'm going to show you one trick you can use as a beginner, because you can't, it's not easy trying to look for shadows and then trying to add the shadows yourself. So I'm going to be giving you one trick I used when I was a beginner to find shadows, and I hope this help you out. So without wasting much time, let's get started. And also, don't forget to like, share, and comment for more video suggestions, and also subscribe to this channel, just to it's a win for win. I teach you stuff for free, and you can also help me out. And then don't forget to join my Facebook community too. The link to the Facebook group is down in the description below. You can join me there and interact with me live, and I'll be sure to answer all your questions there. So without wasting more time, what we have to do is that we have to create a new layer down below the lines layer and name it skin. Of course, this is going to be our skin color layer. So we're going to find a suitable skin color to use. This is one of the hardest parts. I'm working on a color swatch, on a color palette that you can use, and it will easily help you to figure out what color to use for your skin, for deeper shadows, and for everything. So I selected this paint bucket here, and I use it to pour the paint on it. Having selected this, you can then pour the paint on your skin layer. Don't make a mistake of pouring it on your image layer. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to come down to this image layer and then duplicate it by pressing Ctrl G, or you can simply drag it here and then drop it, automatically duplicates it. And I'll come down to filter gallery, and we're going to be using a filter called poster edges. This is right here, poster edges. What this filter simply does is that it separates shadows on the face. Like, it makes it easier for you to see where it's darker or where it's lighter. So you have to just select the one that is suitable for you. Let's go with this one. And actually, there's a simple trick you can use to add shadows to your image, but I feel for a beginner it might be kind of hard for you guys to do. So that's why I'm coming up with this style. So let's reduce the darkness so it will show the deepness of the depth of the shadows. So what I want to do now is I want to create a new layer. Photoshop works with layer, and to achieve an awesome cartoon, you have to make each of your works on a different layer. If you make everything on a layer, you mess up everything, and you'll be able to detect a problem just in case you have any problem with one of your works. So I advise you guys to work on a new layer on each of your artworks. So I'm going to name this layer deepest shadows. That's where we're going to be adding every deep shadows on his face. That's what we're going to be working it on. So deepest shadows. Come down to your pen tool and then let's trace. It might not be accurate. You have to add your own knowledge to it. So from my own view, I think these are deep and it should be under the deepest shadows. So you just have to trace it. It's just as easy as that. Just trace it, and I'll show you guys what to do when then. When you're doing this, you have to do it with a steady hand, just to avoid mistakes, and then you follow everything you see in the image. With time, you will be able to add shadows without using this this filter that I'm teaching you guys now. Okay, having selected that, all we're going to do is that we right click, come down to few parts, select color, and then we look for a suitable color to serve as the dark one. So let's go with this. This is awesome. I think this works pretty cool. So you just have to press enter to put the color on it. It pours it automatically. So let's come here, so let's do the same. Alright, let's do the same thing. Actually, we have to cut out this. So just press Ctrl Enter and then press Delete and Ctrl D to deselect. So we have this here, guys. It's looking cool already. So next thing, I want to proceed to the deep shadows. I mean the deeper, is not deep to the extent of this deepest one. The depth is not that deep. So the simple trick about this is that we follow this step of these deeper shadows. We're going to follow the same step again, but when we're going to be pouring the paint won't be as deep as the one for these deeper shadows. So that's one trick you can actually use. That's what most of everyone does. Just follow the same step for these deeper shadows, and when it is time for you to pour your colors, you're going to pour a color that is not deep to the extent of the depth is not that much the depth is not as much as these deeper shadows. I hope you understand what I mean. It's kind of hard to express, but I just hope you understand. When we get there, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing exactly. Okay, so we have this one here now. The next thing we want to do is let's make one more. That will be the deep. Okay, so we have it here now, guys. We have it here. Let's do the deeper ones. Let's add it here too. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is that we want to make the highlights, the place that the light is bouncing on for the face. So we create another layer for that and name it highlights. And so that's going to be the lightest part in the cartoon. Just the light is going to be bouncing on his forehead, It's going to be bouncing on his nose and also this side cheek. And here, going to have some reflection of lights. We're going to have some light on the upper lips and some here also. We're going to have some lights at this tip of his ear. And this place. So the highlight, as I said, is the lightest part, and that shows that it's going to be lighter than the skin. Let's select this, the skin. This should be the highlights. Okay, so there's supposed to be a light part here also. Few parts. Let's see. So let's delete the parts we don't want to appear. So delete, press delete, delete, and delete. So we have it here, guys. This is the cartoon of DJ Khaled. Now the next thing I want to do now is that, wait, before we move on, there should be some deep shadows here. I don't know how it skipped my mind. And before we go, let's make some extra, like some really deep ones here. This place is going to be really, really deep. And it's going to extend here. It's going to be deeper. Okay, and here also. Okay, that pretty covers up much what we're trying to do. So just save your document so you won't have to lose it whenever something happens. You know, you can't predict, anything can happen. Okay, so the next thing I want to add now is the eye effects. So you create a new layer above the lines layer, and then let's name it eyes. So you make a selection like the one I'm doing now. Just follow my steps. Come down here, make same selection. When you're done with that, just right click, come down to a few parts, and then select something like this. You can copy this color code and press OK. Then the next thing I want to do is to create like a circle, and this other side also. And this is going to be white. So we have these eyes made. Well, in my consequent tutorials, I will show you guys a better way to make the eyes look more dope. But for this tutorial, I think it's actually okay like this. So let's add the white part. It's going to be under the lines layer, and then you select this magic wand tool and then come back to lines, select this, and select this. Come to select, modify, expand, and expand it by 1. Then go back to your white, the layer you created for the eye. Bring it down underneath the lines layer, and then select like a 20% gray color, and then let's pour it there, pour the paint there. So we have this. That's not all. Create a new layer and then select the eye the way I'm doing mine. Come down to the second eye also, do the same. And then what you want to do now is come down to color and select a purplish color. Then boom, we have it here, guys. We have it here. So this is how to cartoon your image using Adobe Photoshop and make it look vector like. We're done with this tutorial now. If you're sure you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friend, and make sure you stay tuned for more detailed art tutorial coming soon. And also don't forget to join my Facebook group. It's very important. I'll be sharing tips and tricks there, so don't miss out of this great offer. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.